Good evening, and welcome to Moonlight Whispers. Tonight, we'll take a quiet journey through time, memory, and moss-covered beauty, in a place where time has slowed and flowers still remember your name. So settle in, let the noise fade, and let the story begin. A walk through a forgotten garden. Gone was any true path, leaving only a quiet suggestion that curled through the trees. A faint promise, marked by earth and tangled roots, softened by the time and fallen leaves. It wound its way beneath an ancient stone arch, ivy draped and fragile with slender cracks that looked like the lines of a palm. No one had walked here in decades, maybe longer. In the attic, I stumbled across an old map, rolled tight and bound with velvet string. Its delicate lines and the words Lunaria Garden scrawled across the top seemed to reach out, urging me to follow. So I followed it, step by curious step, until the path opened before me. The trees greeted me like quiet sentinels, their branches arched overhead, forming a tunnel of shadow and filtered light. The air smelled like damp earth and old roses, and something sweeter I couldn't quite name. I stepped through the archway, and time shifted. The first thing I saw was a gate, barely hanging on its hinges. Wrought iron, twisted like vines. Bells lined the top, small, rusted, silver ones, and they chimed softly as the wind slipped past. Not chaotically, but in harmony, a lullaby only the garden knew. Beyond the gate, lavender grew wild. It spilled over cobblestones like spilled ink. Bees hovered, unbothered by time or trespassers. Something in the way the lavender pulled across the path made me pause. I crouched to touch the petals, and they sighed against my fingertips, releasing a scent so familiar it stilled my breath. Then I saw a nameplate hidden in the ivy. Welcome, sleeper of the world. I didn't understand it, but the garden did. Ahead, the path divided, one way draped in shadow, the other bathed in golden light. I chose the path bathed in warmth. It led me to an orchard where trees bore fruit shaped like teardrops. Their skin shimmered, a blend of peach, copper, and dusk. A sundial stood in the center, cracked down the middle, its shadow frozen. But when I touched it, time stirred. Wind rustled the trees, bird song returned, and from the branches petals fell, not just from flowers, but from memories. I saw glimpses in their fall, a child dancing in the orchard, a couple holding hands beneath one tree, an old woman reading a letter on a blanket. They disappeared the moment they met the earth. This place hadn't forgotten. It just waited, silent and sure. Past the sundial, I followed a brook that whispered like a sleepy stream of thoughts, leading me to a round pond, perfectly still, its edges ringed with stones draped in moss. The water reflected more than the sky. It reflected emotion. When I looked into it, I didn't see myself. I saw the person I used to be, and the person I could still become. The reflection smiled, but not with my face, but with something deep inside of me. I sat by the edge and watched the dragonflies skim the surface, each ripple carrying secrets and lullabies. In the silence, I heard the pond whisper, "You are not forgotten." As twilight settled, the garden bloomed again. From hidden corners, night flowers opened, glowing softly like tiny moons on stems. They pulsed with bioluminescence, turning the path silver. I walked between them slowly, heart full, breath steady. Statues watched from the edges, worn but gentle. One held a broken sundial, another cradled a stone bird. Moss had softened their features. There was peace here. There was silence, but not the lonely kind. At the heart of the night garden stood a bench made of marble and root. I sat, letting the garden breathe around me. A breeze passed. The sleepy bells rang once more in the distance. And for the first time in a long while, I rested. There's something about forgotten places that speak to forgotten parts of ourselves. Walking through the garden tonight, maybe you felt a memory stir. A quiet corner of your mind softened. A question you didn't know you carried, quietly answered. Gardens like this don't ask for much. They wait, patiently. They don't bloom for the world. They bloom for you, when you're ready to see them. And maybe, just maybe, there's a garden like this inside of you, hidden beneath the noise, waiting to be walked, waiting to be remembered. So if tonight your thoughts feel tangled, or your soul feels tired, know that the path is still there, just beyond the veil of everyday life, waiting quietly, with the scent of lavender in the air and the bells that only ring when you listen. Thank you for joining me here under the moonlight. If your eyes are still open, I hope your heart feels a little quieter. And if you're dreaming, may your sleep be soft and your spirit be at ease. Until the next whisper, subscribe, and I'll be waiting for you beneath the moonlight. Sweet dreams.